You are now stepping to the ledge.
Now recording.
All right, what new music we got out, man, that we rocking with?
Kid Cudi and Eminem.
I checked out that Pop Smoke album. It was halfway decent. I also appreciate the fact that all his music sounded different on this album versus his earlier music.
Mhm.
And I appreciate the fact that there was actual good mixing to the album to where I can hear, because like I like his voice. And that was my problem with his earlier music. It was that his voice was too drowned or too mixed in with the music, where I couldn't really hear his voice. And it's like there was some good production as far as mix downs and all that shit on the album. And he also had a remix of Mini Man on there called "Got It On Me," and that shit was dope. And then the outro on that album had to been the best shit of the whole album.
I'll check that out.
The outro was dope as fuck, dude. I swear to God, I don't think I ever was that excited for outro. It went from "Got It On Me," which was the remake of Mini Man, and then it went into the outro. I think the album finished strong as fuck. I'd probably give it like a 6 or a 7, out of 10. And it was a pretty decent album. And I just highly appreciate the fact that it was the music, and although it's still, some beats have that same like similar riff in it, but overall the songs sounded, different versus everything sounded almost or similar.
Okay, I'll check it out.
I'll check it out. I'll give it a check.
I fucks with it, pimpin'.
I got one. This one right here. This is an album that I was listening to for the last 3 days. It's called Badass Mode 3. Now that's the Yo Gotti and Boosie album together. Now that shit just dropped. It's a whole lot of knock on it, but I never know. Them two sound pretty good together. But I mean, I find myself skipping through a few of the tracks, but it's decent from their standpoint, But I don't think this was an album. I think this was a mixtape. I give it a 6.
I mean, I haven't listened to no actual albums outside of this week, probably Made in America, which is Dark Low, and a slew of the singles and shit. The Boost, what's his name, Joey Badass joint, the M and Kid Cudi joint, and Drake bitch ass shit. I tried to listen to his bitch ass shit, but that didn't work, so I don't have to speak on that technically. Yeah, I get the M and the Kid Cudi shit. That shit was sick and ridiculous to me. I noticed that a lot of people said they didn't catch when M came in versus Cudi and shit. I caught it immediately, but I ain't gonna call myself a stan, but I'm a fucking real fan though. But I thought Kid Cudi did his thing on that shit. And of course, M did what M did. I give that shit a motherfucking 10. That Joey Badass shit was sick to me. I fucks with it. Give that shit a fucking 9.5. Drake, I give that shit a -1.
Wow, that's a high rating right there.
Fucking the shit that sound like The Weeknd, I get that shit. I don't listen.
I actually listen to The Weeknd. I've been fucking with him from the beginning.
See, but like, I don't want to hear Drake sounding like The Weeknd.
Oh, you know Drake ass?
Yeah. His new song, he used the shit that The Weeknd put on his voice. He used that, and he's singing. It's called Grease. Don't listen to it.
I saw it and knew I wasn't going to listen to it.
I didn't.
It was hate at first sight.
You want to know? You want to know why I really listened to it? It was because I was sneak east listening, and come to find out, didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. I was checking the messages for Facebook off the top of my phone and caught half of y'all conversation about not even listening to it. I assumed that it was talking about Drake. and I went and listened to the Drake shit, so I'd be prepared. And come to find out, that ain't what y'all was talking about.
Oh, fuck no, ain't no goddamn Drake.
I mean, it was just as bad. The nigga was talking about an August song.
I kind of sometimes I try to listen to Drake because honestly, when Drake is the rapper Drake, I like him. I don't want to make it seem like, I just full on don't like the guy. I like when he rap. When he try to do this fake R&B shit.
But he catering to the women, though. He ain't catering to the niggas no more.
But you don't even have to cater to bitches by singing. You can make, like, the best I ever had was a pretty dope ass song, and that was catering to bitches. Like, when he rap, I like Drake. But when he start doing that half-ass R&B, I'm singing one tone through 5 tracks, Drake, I don't want that nigga.
So you like Drake Miller?
I've heard a Drake that I like in a while. Seeing that most of the stuff that I listen to that is Drake, come to find out is from like years ago.
Drake is like that motherfucking kid that you love and you want to keep loving, but he keep doing too much shit to disappoint the fuck out of you.
Fuck that kid.
He try to have that little sound. He trying to blend in with mumble rappers, but he trying to like make you hear him at the same time. He trying to. He said it himself. He's like the light skinned Keith Sweat. He trying to whine at the same time, but
that nigga ain't even whining though.
He moaning. He like pretty much moaning to me.
I mean, I guess that's a good analysis right there. A moan.
He trying to sing out his raps while rapping. I don't know what kind of format that is. It's garbage to me.
Fuck that shit. But anyway, what you about to say? Right.
Last joint I checked out was fucking Styles P because I'm a huge Styles P fan. Ghost Your Enthusiasm. The skits is fucking hilarious. I'm a little bit disappointed with this, man. I expect more out of Styles P. I'll give it 6 out of 10, man.
I'm trying to remember. I think I probably listened to it too, but I can't remember.
The skits are great.
No, it wasn't. It was Ghost. It was the Jada one I listened to. But go ahead.
Yeah, the skits was great. Dope to me.
The Nations was dope. The skits was good. The skits was funny as shit on Styles P, man. And I expected more, but it's just I expect more from Styles than that. But Styles a hit and miss motherfucker though, so I've learned to accept that as a fan.
Yeah, me too, actually.
That Saint Ignatius, or what is it called? Saint Ignatius? It's just Ignatius.
Just Ignatius.
Okay, yeah, Ignatius. Yeah, that shit was dope. I listened to that shit. I think I listened to that right before I listened to Pop Smoke.
I listen to that on a regular too. Like it's always. It's generally in rotation.
Yeah, as soon as it dropped, I was on it.
I've been listening to a lot of Dave East lately. No particular albums, but been listening to a lot of that shit.
I've been listening to a lot of Giannis and XV.
Underrated. You say who?
I like Giannis and XV. I don't know. I like underground dudes, man. Like underground dudes that can rap, man.
Yeah, check out Dave East, nigga. Shit.
I fuck with Dave East. I fuck with him. So Lupe's supposed to be dropping something soon.
You ain't gonna pick Birdman over him again, is you?
Man, look, all I know was that was almost the biggest mistake I ever. That's like dropping a lottery ticket right there, boy.
Hey, you know how much politicking I had to do to that nigga for him to take that Lupe album?
I was not gonna take that Lupe album.
I basically almost somewhat threatened to not give him the Birdman album if he didn't. Because
I was on my hood shit. You listen to Birdman. I heard a couple songs out that Birdman. Man, I was on my hood shit. I said, hell yeah. This is what I need to roll through.
Lupe was hood shit. Like First and 15th, nigga, that was hood shit.
But this was the cool Lupe. He was still on that kick push shit. Not saying
all you had to do was play Dumb It Down for the nigga. I'm sorry, but if Dumb It Down don't do it for you,
that was on the Cool album.
Like right. If that don't do it for you, G, it's like you ain't there yet.
The intro did it for me. The intro did it for me.
Okay.
That go gadget flow, hip hop saved my life. Dumb It Down, man. Yo,
dude, both of those albums. I mean, I fuck with both of those and Lasers, but
classic. Like Lasers too. Classic. Those are classic albums.
I promise you, because like, was you still living in the village, or was you living with Lisa at the time?
I was in the burbs at the time. Yeah, I was in the burbs.
He was in the burbs. So I'm trying to tell you, because this was he was in Park Forest, right?
Yeah.
So from the time it took for him to drive from my house, which I was staying with my dad over there on Pulaski, from the time he drove from there to Park Forest, he was on my motherfucker. He was on my line, telling me that he discharged that fucking Birdman album somewhere along the expressway.
I threw that shit off in 95th. I threw that shit right out the window.
Hey, you said that Lupe shit was the shit.
I threw that shit out at the window, right there on 95th, yo. Because I was listening to the Birdman. I said, man, this shit whack as fuck. And I wasn't going to throw it out originally, but then I listened to that Lupe. I said, I don't even need this motherfucker no more. I frisbee that bitch.
What's the connection between Birdman and UNLV? Was he one of them?
No, I think was he beefing with him or some shit?
Oh, you said UNLV?
Yeah.
I know, wasn't Mystical with them?
UNLV was beefing with Juvie.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know somebody
was
was beefing
with Juvie and Mystical. Okay.
Yeah, they were beefing with them band back in New Orleans.
So okay. So it's not that. So they was actually going at Birdman.
They was actually going. I think they were going at Birdman, but since Juvie was the rapper at the time, he was that elite rapper that went after UNLV. And I think they had. They both rapped. They rapped on the same track. I don't know. It's like you got to look that shit up, man. But they both rapped on the same track.
I looked up a song called "Drag 'Em Through the Something," but it was about Mystical.
Yeah, because Mystical and Mystical and Juvie was beefing with UNLV.
Okay.
And Mystical was with
Boot Camp.
No Limit. And
Not then. Not then.
Yeah, because Cash Money was beefing.
He was with Boot Camp.
UNLV was beefing with pretty much everybody in the South. They was doing that passing choice.
Mystical got a song with. He got a song with Twista, somebody with the Boot Camp Clique.
I mean, the Boot Camp Clique. That was his group.
Yeah,
I think so because I know I think that's how I heard of him.
Yeah,
I heard of
it was a particular song that we used to hear in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Was it "Here We Go"? Oh, let me see.
Here I go.
No, not that nigga.
Oh, you say "Here we go"? That's the only "Here I go" I know.
But don't jump, bitch. Move.
I'm out that Boot Camp Clique. I'm out that Boot Camp Clique. I'm out that Boot Camp Clique.
I know what I ain't gonna listen to, and I didn't have any inkling to listen to it. But shout out to Ken for listening to it.
Oh, that crazy ass shit. I just wanted to see, was it real, man? And that shit was real trash.
What album y'all talking about?
No, I'm talking about that Entanglement by August Alsina and Rick Ross.
Oh, that bullshit.
Why was Rick on that though? That's my question. Why was Rick?
I was actually trying to listen. I only listened to it one time, and I was trying to listen to it to see if it was real, that it was working one of those the motherfucking mix that somebody did mix together and rip some Rick Ross lyrics off of. But I couldn't really tell. I only gave it one listen, and it was like I couldn't do it because I didn't want to hear that nigga voice, because last time that nigga, I heard that nigga voice, he was snitching.
Snitch, bitch. Snitch,
so now the sound of his voice just make my motherfucking ears burn and bleed.
Oh yeah, what you think about that fucking? You listened to the Hard already, didn't you? That Crooked and Joel.
Oh, I listened to that several motherfucking times.
Would you fuck with that?
Hell yeah.
Some of Joel Ortiz?
Yeah, Joel and Crooked Eye. King Crook.
I ain't gonna lie. That Jim Jones, The People, it was kind of dope. I ain't gonna stunt. I liked it. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. I liked it.
That shit was dope. I can't call out, like, as of right now, what song I was digging. Because, I was just listening to the shit overall, and I wasn't really looking at the track list. Because when I be out the shop, I throw it on, and that shit just be hitting, man. I just be rocking.
Oh, that Freeway and Benny Siegel, that Stimulus intro. Beans is still beans. Freeway let me down on that shit.
It's Freeway. I always feel like I'm the only person that ever seen Freeway for what he really is. Like, just like I'm the only person that ever really see Snoop for what he really is. You know what I'm saying? It's like Freeway.
What you call Freeway?
Like Freeway waxing me, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Freeway to me only had that one song.
Like, I like Freeway on the Dynasty, on Rock La Familia. His first album, I dealt with it. I dealt with it because he was new, and I wanted to like him real bad. But then he started jumping on other people's tracks, and I really started seeing that he just not what I thought he was. And then he was exposed by a 16-year-old.
I like his energy behind him. Hold on, he was fucking a 16-year-old?
No, I'm talking about Cassidy, nigga. Cassidy beating, like literally humiliating his ass when Cassidy was 16 years old. When that nigga was talking about some put on a beat.
Cassidy ate his ass alive, man.
That was ridiculous. So I already was having like mixed feelings about you. And then I see you get annihilated.
Baby.
Like,
dumps are like
come on, man. I can't respect that. No. And I ain't been feeling in the air ever since.
I'm gonna check out this Paul Wall and Lil Kiki slab talk. Paul Wall looks like a creative Viking. He like a creative rapper.
Nigga, I used to listen to Paul Wall.
Oh,
I didn't like him. Power was my least favorite.
He was a dope little white boy.
I just couldn't fuck with him. He one of the motherfuckers that messed up the game anyway.
Look, man, they needed a white boy out the South, and he filled that void.
I still remember that damn interview he made. Man, anybody could be a rapper. All you got to do is just talk about stuff. I still remember that damn interview.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. I mean,
Technically, he's not lying.
He's not wrong, but at the same time, he's not right.
That's the basis of rapping. It's talking about shit.
That one thing you don't want to tell nobody.
All you got to do is just talk about stuff.
That's it, man.
Just basketball player. Only thing I do is
put
the ball in
the
basket.
A lot of motherfuckers that fuck with Power Wall, he gave him a lot of courage to do shit.
And you supposed to motivate your people.
Yeah, that's because he got 80 foes poking out at the club. He was showing out.
That nigga just caught a fucking Paul Wall, dude.
All I know is this, man. Paul Wall, I used to be able to ride to his shit. My motherfucking trunk used to be rattling. I ain't even how it sounds. My fucking trunk used to be rattling and shit.
Rattle with no sound.
Like, god damn, this shit banging, yo.
Shit was wanging. No sound.
I was like, I had my little Dodge Caliber and shit. And the motherfucker, don't get me wrong, the little bitch sounded fucking good. I hated the fucking car. Little bitch sounded fucking good, though. It had a little nice little speaker system in that shit, boy. You know what I'm saying? That shit got repoed on the real.
You can't listen to that Drive Slow and hate Paul Wall. That Drive Slow was dope.
Yeah.
I think that's the song I'm talking about. That might be one of the songs I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's the one with Kanye and GLC.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. But yeah, that is one of my favorite songs.
They're sitting sideways, them boys in the day.
Still rock that song to this day.
Which one, Drive Slow?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that shit.
I still play that sideways, too. They're sitting sideways, boys in the days.
Like Big Chris say, we learned that shit from Texas.
All the way from Texas.
Yeah, shout out to motherfucking Chameleon there, man.
That nigga dope.
He took that money and tripled that shit, boy. He got that tech money real quick.
How did nigga make a dope ass album with no curse words in it and shit? Come on, man. That ain't no shit everybody can do.
Will Smith did that shit first, nigga. Shit.
I hear you. Rakim did it too. Shit. And Rakim did it in such a fashion that nobody even noticed.
You learn that shit from Texas.